Here are some amazing facts about the hairy woodpecker. Appearance: the hairy woodpecker has a striking black and white plumage, with a white belly, black wings with white spots, and a white stripe down its back. Size: it measures about 9 to 10 inches 23 to 25 centimeters in length, with a wingspan of 15 to 17 inches 38 to 43 centimeters. Weight: this bird typically weighs between 1.5 to 3.4 ounces 43 to 96 grams. Sexual dimorphism: males have a small red patch on the back of their heads, which females lack. Bill: the hairy woodpecker has a long, chisel-like bill, which is nearly the same length as its head. Habitat: they prefer mature forests, particularly deciduous and mixed woodlands, but are also found in suburban areas and parks. Diet: their diet primarily consists of insects, especially wood-boring beetles, ants, and caterpillars. They also eat fruits, nuts, and seeds. Foraging behavior: they are known for their methodical pecking on tree trunks and branches to find food. Drumming: like other woodpeckers, they communicate by drumming on trees with their beaks. This is also a way to establish territory. Cavity nesters: hairy woodpeckers excavate their own nesting cavities in dead or dying trees. Eggs: they typically lay 3 to 6 white eggs. Incubation: both parents take turns incubating the eggs, which hatch after about 11 to 12 days. Chicks: the chicks are altricial, meaning they are born blind and featherless, requiring significant parental care. Fledging: the young leave the nest about 28 to 30 days after hatching. Longevity: in the wild, they can live up to 15 years, though the average lifespan is around 4 to 6 years. Range: their range extends from Alaska and Canada down to Central America. Migration: they are non-migratory, meaning they stay in the same area year-round. Territorial: hairy woodpeckers are highly territorial, especially during the breeding season. Similar species: they are often confused with the downy woodpecker, but the hairy woodpecker is larger and has a longer bill. Flight: their flight is undulating, with a pattern of several quick flaps followed by a short glide. Adaptability: they adapt well to human-altered environments as long as there are sufficient trees. Vocalizations: their calls are sharp and piercing, often described as a peak sound. Wood-boring beetles: they are particularly effective at controlling populations of wood-boring beetles, which can damage trees. Behavior: hairy woodpeckers are solitary birds outside the breeding season. Courtship: their courtship involves both drumming and a series of ritualistic flights and chases. Monogamy: they are generally monogamous, with pairs often staying together for several years. Winter survival: they store food during the winter by wedging seeds and insects into crevices in tree bark. Predators: their predators include hawks, owls, and snakes, which may prey on eggs, chicks, or adults. Communication: in addition to drumming, they use body language such as head bobbing and wing flicking. Conservation status: the hairy woodpecker is classified as a species of least concern by the IUCN, indicating a stable population. Tree health indicators: their presence is often a sign of a healthy forest ecosystem, as they help control insect populations. Role in ecosystem: by excavating cavities, they provide nesting sites for other species like chickadees, nuthatches, and some mammals. Interspecific competition: they sometimes compete with other woodpecker species and cavity nesting birds for nesting sites. Tool use: hairy woodpeckers have been observed using their bills to wedge insects into bark for later consumption, similar to tool use. Molting: they undergo a complete molt each year after the breeding season. Winter diet: during winter, they rely more heavily on seeds and suet from bird feeders. Hybridization, rarely, they may hybridize with the downy woodpecker, resulting in birds with intermediate characteristics. Feeding techniques, they often pry off pieces of bark to reach insects hiding underneath. Genetic studies, DNA studies have shown that the hairy woodpecker has multiple subspecies across its range. Subspecies variation, there are over 15 recognized subspecies, differing slightly in size, plumage, and vocalizations. Historical importance, Native American cultures often revered woodpeckers as symbols of hard work and persistence. Acoustics, the sound of their drumming can be heard from a great distance, especially in quiet forests. Noisy neighbors, hairy woodpeckers are known to be vocal and noisy, especially during the breeding season. Roosting, at night, they roost in tree cavities, often the same ones they nest in. Eye protection, they have a special membrane to protect their eyes from wood chips while pecking. Tongue anatomy, their tongues are long and barbed, perfect for extracting insects from crevices. Winter flocks, occasionally, they may join mixed species flocks in the winter for better foraging opportunities. Urban areas, they can be found in urban areas if there are large, mature trees available. Nesting success, the success of their nesting often depends on the availability of suitable dead or dying trees.